what is courage? What is strength? Exactly. Some of my thoughts have been, why would somebody have to have courage? What's the energy behind the courage? What created the courage in the first place? Could it possibly be fear? Fear. Okay, so I'm afraid that this is going to happen, so I have to have that courage to do this. And so then my next question was, well, how do I go about having courage without it being birthed out of fear, right? How to have straight up courage and strength without the foundation of it, fear. That is something I've been contemplating on too as well. So I'm just letting you into my head a little bit as to what I've been contemplating about over the last little while. These are just a little thoughts that go through my mind, and I'm working with the spirit world, asking them questions and seeking the answers and trying to, we're always on that journey to better ourselves in that way, better ourselves by way of growth and understanding and gain that wisdom. And so that way, the ultimate goal is to find that peaceful, neutral space where life can then be enjoyed. Then again, it's really kind of hard to sit in that space of like, I am going to enjoy this journey, especially when you've lived enough life and you know that along the way, you don't really get a heads up. Sometimes all hell breaks loose. And then you have to go in that reactive mode and go through that process of possibly loss, and then that grief, and then that struggle, and then you get back up again, and then you rebalance, and then each and every time you get back up again and you rebalance, there is a little bit more fear, right? You can't live in that fear state for long. And so then we go back to that point of, then we have to find the courage. Well, why do we have to find the courage to move on and to actually rebuild and try to find that peaceful state? Because the fear, so it's either fear or courage, right? So I'm trying to crack the code as to how do I get to a place of courage, just a place of courage in my life, whereby the catalyst for courage was not fear.